let me show you how I got a full face of Fall Glam using only Dollar Tree products. Okay, friends, let's get right into this makeup because we already know it's going to take way longer than it needs to be. So I have already pulled all of the makeup here. I've got this in my Dollar Tree basket that I got from Dollar Tree. It's like $1.50 at Dollar Tree. And here is all of the makeup. Now, let's keep in mind that this is older Dollar Tree makeup. This makeup is not going to be the newest things that they're having on the shelves right now. I had pulled this makeup before I had started to find new things. So we're going to go with that. So let's use this older Dollar Tree makeup to get a fabulous fall face. But before we do, my name is Jamie, but you can call me Fabs. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I make press-on nails. I also make budget-friendly beauty content featuring stores like Dollar Tree because I love to look good and I'm trying to save all of the money I can while I do it. So that means I'm testing all of the products I can get my hands on my 40 plus skin to see if it's worth your money. And if you love content like that, or if you're just interested in joining the Fab family, I kindly ask that you consider subscribing because I've got so much I'd love to share with you. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started on this fabulous fall makeup. So, first things first, let's do a tiny bit of skin prep. I have already done a morning routine hours ago when I woke up. And I want to do a little bit more moisturizing. So to do that, I'm going to start with this cooling stick. So this is from LA Splash Cosmetics. These are dupes for the Milk cooling sticks, and I really enjoy this one. I like to put it right here around my eyes, and it kind of just gives you a little bit of a cooling sensation as well as some really good hydration. Now with these, you definitely could do with warming them up on the back of your hand a little bit, or like maybe patting it on would be better than the tugging. That's the only problem I have with that. Other than that, I really, really love these. These are $1.25, but they are hard to find. And then next, I want to use this Next, I want to use this glowing vitamin C skin cream from Global Beauty Care. I have not tried this yet. I've had it for a little bit of time. So let's pop her open. Okay, it says it has niacinamide, AHAs, and vitamin E. So that's kind of nice. Here it is. It's not the thickest, it's not the thinnest. This should do. Just need a little bit of hydration before we slap down all this stuff, especially powder because I like powder. Now it's kind of gross in the packaging. You can see it's kind of like built up around the sides. I noticed that this didn't have like a stopper on the top, which they usually do from Global Beauty Care. So that could be a reason why it got a little gross. Maybe they are starting to skimp on packaging. Wouldn't be a surprise. All right, I'm just making sure everything is moisturized and good to go. So to moisturize my lips, I'm going to use this Be Pure Cooling Lip Serum with a cat hair on it. Sorry, you guys. I have a ton of cats, so we have cat hair on everything. And these are like my favorite brand of like lip treatments from Dollar Tree. Although I have not seen these ones recently, I have seen the night ones. Like now that our skin is prepped, I am going to start with some primer. So I'm going to go in with this Be Pure Hydrating Primer Serum. I really enjoy this one. And then next for primer, I'm going to use this Be Pure Essentially Ageless. You guys are probably tired of seeing me use this one. It's my favorite. Don't use too much though, because it will blur like everything. This stuff is so good. It's a dupe for the L'Oreal brand, and boy, is it worth it. This is one of the things I've got like 20 backups of. Oops, wrong way. And then I'm going to go in with this highlighter from LA Colors. This is in First Light, and it's called Highlighter. So it's just one of these. I'm going to put it back on the back of my hand though, because I don't want to. I'll be back. That was crazy, you guys. That got over, it didn't even make like a huge mess. I got a little bit on my shirt and a little bit on my pants, but it got all over my hand. I am so happy I did not do like on my face. Like we saw, this is like stopped up. You can see nothing was coming out of the thing. and I was just pushing on it and it exploded. This is junk. Use with caution, you guys. Use it with caution. And I'm so happy I got that on camera because no one would believe me. Use this crap with caution. I'm so pissed. Ugh. What a freaking mess. Anyway. Look, you guys, it got all over everything. It got all over my water bottle, everything. I don't have time for this. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm going to use this one. This is the Glow Up Highlighter from Be Pure in the Sparkling Rose. Yeah, Sparkling Rose. I'm so nervous. We're definitely going to put this down on our hand first. Okay, it's coming out. I was like, is it me? Was it me? No, I don't think it was me. What a crock. All right, so there's that. I just want to put some on the side here. Ooh, that's bright. Usually with the Be Pure highlighters, I have noticed that they use a really white base, so their highlighters don't always translate the best on my skin tone, especially if it's like a champagne or something they say like that. Like this is actually kind of more of a champagne shade. They just don't translate really well on darker skin tones, I don't think. That is why I had originally picked the LA colors to use, and the color of that one was really nice, but there's no way. That was crazy. So next we're going to do some foundation. I also am going to use all of these brushes that I got from Dollar Tree. I've shown these in another video, as well as my Dollar Tree sponge, and we're going to go in with some foundation. So I have this Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation that I got from Dollar Tree for $1.25. This is in the shade 355 Coconut. It just so happens to be like a perfect shade for me. So I'm just going to go and swipe it on, I think. Ooh, it's a little dark. I got this probably a month and a half ago, like right in the middle of summer. So it's a little bit deep, but we can make it work. I'm just going to pat this in, I think. Let's see. Do I want to pat this in? Okay. I don't think I want to pat it in with the sponge. I do have a foundation brush. I think this is a foundation brush. I'm pretty sure it is. This is a foundation brush from these are all Sassy and Chic brand brushes, so I think that's a little bit better. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And actually, I'm going to take it off of here like this and just saturate it. Yeah, that's so much better. Good idea. So, all right, this is a way better technique. Almost done buffing this foundation in. I have pretty much kept it to the outside of my face. So to even out the inside of my face, I'm going to use this Essentially Ageless concealer. It's a hydrating serum concealer by Be Pure. These are dupes for the L'Oreal. I can't think of the name right now, but this is like one of my favorite, this is my favorite Dollar Tree concealer. So I'm going to use this to just even out some things in the middle here. This is in the shade, I don't know, you guys, because like I said, there's new makeup, and I know they used to only have this in one shade, which I can't remember what it is, but now they have it in like fair, medium deep, and I think light or something like that. So I do have all three of the shades. I just have not like tried them yet, and I want to try them with you guys. So we're going to just use what I've already tried so far. So I will tell you the shade maybe another time, but I'm pretty sure this is either the medium deep or the medium. I'm going to use this Contour Glow Up Wand. Let's get a little closer here. Okay. I'm going to use this Contour Glow Up Wand by Be Pure to do a contour. This is in medium dark. Not going to happen. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze it out. It looks so gross when it comes out the right way. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I am going to apply this. I think I'm going to apply this using a sponge. I'm just going to go in like this. And kind of precisely put it where I want it. So this contour is like the perfect contour for me. I really enjoy this contour, and I am not a big liquid contour person or liquid bronzer person, but I really enjoy this one. It just can get a little patchy. So you have to like just really work with it, but it still blends really nicely. So it blends like a dream. All right. So now that the contour is done, let's use one of these bronzer sticks. I think I'm gonna go with the soft tan. I can never remember. One of these is really gray. I think it's this one. So this is the deep tan. Yeah, this is like a contour. This would have been a really good contour too. And here we have the soft tan, which is definitely a bronzer kind of shade. So I also like to use a brush with this and just kind of tap this in like here. Otherwise, these are kind of hard to work with, these sticks. Like the colors are really nice, but they can just be a bit finicky on my experience. So let's just tap in a little bit of this bronzer. Okay, so the funny part is, when I first tried the foundation stick, it was a bit too, or it was perfect, but that was my summer shade. And then when I first tried these were perfect, but that was my winter shade. So it's just funny to see products be less effective or more effective, but that blended out really nicely. Okay, I think that's good. Let's put a little bit on my eyeball. So to highlight on the inside of my face, I'm going to use these concealers from LA Colors. One is in the shade Nude, and then this one is in the shade Beige. I'm leaning towards beige. Yeah, it might work. Let's see what Nude looks like. Let's mix them. One's a little gray, one's a little pink. Let's see. Okay, so here we are so far. I'm going to use these clarifying pressed powders by Be Pure. I have two shades, fair and tan, and then I also have this pressed powder from LA Colors. This is in the shade Toffee. So we're going to use a combination of these things to get this off. I've just got one of these brushes that I got from Dollar Tree years ago. It's a... Okay, I don't want to use too much of the deep one because these clarifying pressed powders are really, really nice, but they oxidize. Like, you will look like a Oompa Loompa if you put too much. This might actually be a good bronzer for some of you guys. So, yeah, I'm not going to use too much of those. I'm going to just wipe away the insides with this Toffee. Okay, not too bad. Next, I want to set my contour, just kind of bring it back out a little bit. I'm going to use this Marie Claire Smoky Delights palette that I got from Dollar Tree. It was $1.25. I'm just going to run my brush through this deep color here. This is actually a contour shade. And I'm just going to use that to contour. I really like this shade. It just buffs away a little bit more than I would like. Like, you have to put a good amount down. So you don't have to like super blend it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You don't want to blend this too much because it will blend away when you go to add your bronzer. So I just like to leave it a little bit kind of there, but it's the perfect contour. So I really like it. And then this is I think this is a blush brush from the Sassy and Chic. And I've got a ton of these. These are really good. The blush brushes and that angled brush are really good from them. I would highly recommend those. All right, contour done. I want to do a little bit of like an under highlight before I do my bronzer. This is a normal step in my routine. I'm going to use this other Marie Claire palette. This one is in the Natural Charm shade, and I'm going to go with this one that I've stuck my finger through, and I'm going to use that as a highlight here. This is a really golden golden highlight. It's really pretty. I'm gonna grab one of these Wet n Wild brushes. Oh my gosh. There's so much highlight on there. So here, let me show you guys. Very pretty. I'm gonna mix these, I think. Okay. And then just pop it on my cheekbones. Oh, wow. Those are bright. It's brighter than I was expecting. Let's make it match. Okay. Bronzer is the hardest thing for me to find at Dollar Tree that works. They have bronzers. I just can't find any that are deep enough for me. So what I use sometimes is this LA Colors pressed powder in the shade Toffee. It's just a bit deeper than I am, and I kind of can make it work as like a matte bronzer, which is the look we're going for anyway. So I'm going to use it in that vein. I'm just going to take this brush here. This is one of the MB brushes, and just load it up. And then just use it to bronze. It's not perfect, but it works. As long as I don't put too much. For a bronzer topper situation, I'm going to use this Macari Sunlight Bronzer. It's in the 116, I think that's the shade of this. This is the deepest it comes. And you have to be really, really careful with this because this also oxidizes and it's also orange, like from the jump. And it's got a lot of little sparkles in it. So you have to use this very, very lightly, very, very cautiously. So we're just going to barely dip this in. And I'm just going to kind of just use it to blend everything. Especially because the other bronzer was just a tad bit deep. And it didn't have like any bronzing to it. It's a pressed powder. So we have to bring out something. Do a little bit of setting spray. I like a matte setting spray, and this one is perfect. This is the La Macari Last All Day Makeup Setting Spray, and it's a matte formula. If you can see it on the bottle here. I see these all over Dollar Tree, you guys. I would definitely pick them up. I think that these work really, really well. Moving on to some brows, I'm going to start with this Ioni mascara. This is the Rockstar mascara, and this is in the shade brown, obviously. So I'm just going to use this to brush up my lashes and just to add a tiny bit of color to them. This mascara is perfect for this. You just have to be really careful because the wand is huge. I don't care for this mascara on the lashes as much, but it's not the worst one at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree really struggles with mascara, especially. So to fill in the lashes, I've got two options. We have this brow defining pen, which is literally a pen, or I have this Ioni brow pencil in medium brown. Now I will say Ioni is literally like the only brand that does brow products at least decently. So there's that. Looks like you have to warm this up quite a bit to get anything, but once you do get a little bit of color payoff. But just to start out by filling my brows, I'm going to use this Ioni Perfect Brow Mini Kit. These are so hard to find because they're so good, you guys. These are so, so good. These remind me of the Benefit eyebrow kits. I've been using those for years, and these work just as well. Don't be fooled. These shades are deep as hell. This is no joke. There is like a little highlighter, I guess, to highlight or to kind of carve out your brows, and then it's even got a wax. So this is going to be perfect. It's got everything you need. This is perfect to travel. If I could find another one, I'd buy it, but I'm coveting this one. I'm holding on to it super, super tightly, and we're going to use it today. So the only problem with this kit is it does not come with brushes, so you do have to kind of be ready to go. I do have this little mini travel size set of brushes from Dollar Tree, so we're going to use some of these. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the pomade first, just to make sure that the powder has something to stick to. I'm just going to run it through my brows. This is so hard to do in the viewfinder, you guys, so I'm doing my best. So this is just the clear. I'm just running it through everything. I'm going to go in with this flat brush into the deepest shade here. The worst part about this palette is it's so small. next thing I'm going to use is this brow pencil to just kind of define the shape a little bit better. I do wish I had a spoolie, you guys. I'm going to have to bust out a spoolie. I can't. I'm dying. Okay, so this is just, it's thick. Do you see that? That is so thick. It's hard to get like a good line. It feels like it's just a big blob. Let's try this. These brows aren't looking the best. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? You guys, what have I done? Honestly, what have I done? All right, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it, y'all. Okay, you guys, I think I think we might have saved it. This thing, this brow pen, it's good, but it's really deep. You have to be careful. It's almost like a liquid liner. Basically, this has potential, but it's really thick. The tip is really, really thick. It needs a spoolie. It needs a spoolie, desperately needs a spoolie. This, I really like this. I need to use like my normal brushes with this. I have not found Dollar Tree brushes that suffice at applying this mini brow product. You know, there's nothing saying that you can't use your brushes with this, so I would recommend doing that. I'm just trying to keep it with all Dollar Tree, so I still recommend grabbing this. So just to hold it all in place, I'm going to use this Mega Lash. Look, you guys, there's still this freaking highlighter on everything. So let me wipe it off. Use the Mega Lash from Wet n Wild. This was $1.25 at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use this to set my brows. So I need to do something in the inside of my face. It's just looking shiny and not good. So I'm going to go in with this Essentially Ageless Blurring Press Powder in the medium deep shade. I love, love, love these powders. Use one of these like flat sponges I got from Dollar Tree. I've washed it. This red blush will not come out. So just going to use this to kind of just highlight under my eye as well as eliminate some of that cast the other one left. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. So what I needed. So next, let's do some blush. I'm going to use one of these LA Colors Perfection blushes. Perfection is literally the shade. And then I also have this LA Colors blush in Berry Plum. So I'm going to go in with the Berry Plum first on this Wet n Wild brush. And I'm just going to load it up. This is a really pretty shade. I have a tendency to put everything on the back of my hand. So look at the back of my hands, you guys. It always ends up looking like an art project. This blush is really pretty. I think this is what we needed to kind of just like bring it together a little bit. Ooh, this blush is gorgeous. I love a matte look. I love a matte with just a touch of like purposeful shimmer or highlight. That is like my favorite. That's why I always put my highlights underneath everything, because I do not like to look highlighted. So let's use this Perfection shade in towards the inside of my face. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Just a nice little flush. Okay, let's go in with the brush that I used for the powder and just kind of blend everything. Okay, and then go back in. Blush is applied. Let's go into our eyes. I'm going to use this Smoky Browns eyeshadow palette. Now, this has a lot of oranges in it, you guys. So I'm a little bit nervous, but we're going to try to make this work. Okay, so I have a bunch of Wet n Wild eyeshadow brushes. They're not the cleanest. It's okay. We're going to still make these work, but I'm going to use all of these on my eyes. I did buy all of these brushes at Dollar Tree. They were all $1 actually, because they're that old. I got these around like Corona time. Can you say that on YouTube? I hope so. I got these around that time, so the things were still $1 back then. I'm gonna go in with this the lightest brown just to see if that's gonna be a good transitional shade. Okay, next I'm going to use a little bit of the deeper one. And I'm going to keep that really like to the outside of my eye. Ooh, that one was deep. That deep one had a lot of pigment. A lot of color payoff on that one. This palette isn't playing, y'all. I've used one or two of these palettes before that just were not very good, but this is nice. This is good. I'm gonna use this to kind of blend everything. Ooh, that's perfect. Going with this like burgundy-ish color here. I'm not gonna go too far up. It's like a burnt orange kind of burgundy. Okay, I think this is blended pretty well. Let's use one of the lighter shades. Let's use, now there's no shimmers in here. These are literally just mattes. There's nothing else. So let's go with the orangey orange and see. These brushes came out of the little travel size brush kits that you can get at Dollar Tree. I'm having a hard time picking up this color, or at least getting it to show up. It's just barely there. Let's go on to the next one. So let's use this one. Let's see. Yeah, so these are just a bit ashy towards the lighter shades. Yeah, it's just ashy. The deeper shades are really nice. If you look like me, the lighter shades of this are just going to be not worth it. So $1.25 for basically this here isn't too bad, especially this is a large size. So if you can make these work, this is really good. These are just really good neutral, like transitional shades anyway. So that would be a really good purchase no matter what. I'm going to pick up the Smoky Delights and use the highlighter to just pop some color into the middle of our eyes. Now, it's hard for me. I know I need to use my fingertips, but I have on nails, so it can be really hard. Yeah, but you see the payoffs is so much better. When you use your finger, I look so crazy. Oh my god, that's okay. We'll make it better. I just wanted some kind of sparkle. I mean, I did want matte, but dang. Now for some eyeliner, I am thinking since we're doing like a fall look, let's stick with a brown liner. I've got either this LA Color liquid liner or this LA Colors liquid liner. They're both pretty good. They're both brown. So let's just start with this one and we'll see how it works out. And we might have to switch to the other one. Okay guys, so the eyeliner situation is tragic. The LA Color brown felt liner, it's patchy. It's so patchy. It just puts on the color, and then if you touch it again, the color disappears. So that one was a bust. This one, while it's nice, it's the old school style liquid liner, but it's like a really chocolatey brown shade, which disappeared on my skin tone. You couldn't see anything. So I was unable to use either one of these. I had to go back in over everything with one of these LA Colors eye markers in the shade black. And even these can be patchy. You can see my liner is just not straight. I got so tired of messing with it. This line came out okay, but I literally had to use all three of those liners just to get this line. So it is what it is. Not everything at Dollar Tree is a hit. Some things might just be worth continuing to use your name brand drugstore products. Move on to some under eye liner. I like to use like a lighter liner on my tight line, and these are from Be Pure. It has a white and a cream line. So I'm just gonna grab I'm gonna do something a little bit different for myself. I'm gonna do some lashes, you guys. I've been collecting Dollar Tree lashes, and it's time that I finally use them. I've got these Ioni lashes here. These are 3D faux mink lashes, 100% handmade. Okay, girl. And these are just really pretty, like wispy looking lashes. I figured I would try to pop them on. Wish me luck. We're gonna use this lash glue by Ioni. I know there's people who swear by these lashes and this lash glue, so I am gonna tell you what I think about it. Don't hold my opinion too high because I don't wear lashes. Okay, you guys, don't laugh at me. I am not a lash wearer, but I got them on, and yeah, I had to touch up my eyeliner just a little bit because that was some effort. I give it to you, lash girls. I mean, they look really nice. I like these lashes a lot. I just need to learn how to do this because goodness me, that was some work. But anyway, I've got my lashes on. I'm gonna like just do some final touches, clean up the bottom, maybe put a little bit of color down there, and then we're gonna move on to the final thing, which is some lipstick or lips. For lipsticks, let's keep it matte. Let's keep it fall. I have these two Ioni lip liners. One is in the shade Scarlet, and this one is in the shade Plum. I believe this is like a reddish. Yeah, these are so lovely, you guys. You see how they go on like butter? Okay, so that's Scarlet. It definitely goes. Let's mix them. This is the Plum shade. Not bad. I like this. Go back over a little bit. Use these Ioni matte ink liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade Peachberry, and then this one is in the shade Roseberry. Let's see. Woohoo! That's this one, you guys. Crazy. And then let's see this one. This one should work better. So let's try this. I'm just gonna pat it in. I really like this. Perfect. I don't know why. All right, you guys, this is the final look. Talk about fall fabulousness. This is absolutely a full face of makeup, you guys. I haven't had this much makeup on my face in a really long time, but I think she came out pretty good. The lashes are sending me to a different zone, but what do you guys think? How did I do? Some of the products, wonderful. Some of the products, no good. I'm absolutely going to stick with the name brand eyeliners that I use. Those liquid liners were trash, but I actually really am enjoying these lashes. Once I finally got them on, they're very comfortable. I don't feel like I have on lashes at all. So that's really weird. Every time I've tried to put on lashes in the past, I've just not had a successful run at it. But this time, I'm definitely going to give it a whirl. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys. This is my full face of Fall Glam using only Dollar Tree products. And my name is Jamie, but you can call me Fabs. And don't forget to subscribe. See you. Love you.